Hi, everyone. I am joined today for our Tech Talk by Josie Parks from Cognitive Contractor. Josie has been a part of RT3 since the beginning, and he has been part of our contractor panel at the various events where we've spoken. And I only ever got to hear about 5 or 7 minutes of this presentation, and I've been dying to learn more. And I know that many of our members have not seen Josie at the educational panels that we've had. So we invited him here today to do a tech talk on Cognitive Contractor. He's got it to the point where they're ready to launch, and we want to know more about it. So Josie, welcome.
Awesome. Thank you for having me, Karen. Very excited to be here to share this with everyone. You know, the tech talks, I guess for the panels that we typically do, they're usually like 7 minutes. And so in the past, it's been very general and what we've been working towards, and really excited to share with everyone specifically what we have to offer to contractors and how to leverage data and technology in their business to grow. And so really we call it the cognitive growth engine, because what we're doing, we're predicting their best clients and we're putting the means necessary to engage with them, whatever channel that may be. And so data is very, broadly used, but really it comes down to the data a contractor needs to be successful and to get the actionable insights that they can apply in their business to get their best customers. So, it's been a crazy journey I've been on. I'm very fortunate to have some really good mentors in my life that have helped me through this. And my CIO used to be a Navy intelligence officer. Another gentleman that works for me, Cody, he ran one of the top data modeling companies. And so, I've really focused on getting the right people and bridging the gap from blue collar to technology. And so cognitive has been an obsession of mine. So some of the things about it that have fueled that is just like the technology that we have at our fingertips and how we can leverage that. Again, leveraging it is the most important, because you can always buy it. We're marketed to all the time with different technologies that we can use in our business, but it's another thing how to really implement that in your business and have a successful launch. And so that's where I really focused on that aspect of it and what I can do in my businesses to deploy technologies to get people excited about it and that we're all on the same page, and how to have the data to coincide with that to fuel it. And so I believe that data is the foundation, and we really have to think about, lead gen changing. Obviously with the year 2020, it's been insane. The way customers interact with our business is changing. The way we interact with our own business is changing. So everything's kind of just like up in the air, and it's going to be pieced together much differently going forward. And we all know that. And, leveraging this type of stuff and really understanding who your customer is and finding more of those types of customers is the best way to position your company for success in the future. And so we really believe that exclusive leads are much better than shared leads. There's value in shared leads, but at the end of the day, having exclusive leads and knowing who to target, who to go after. So we have a lot of different strategies, but also, like if you think about knocking every door here, we as, people that do canvassing in our business, used to you just knock every single door, but now there's technology and data that provides the insights to stop wasting all the time with the renters, the people that don't even own the home, can't even make a decision about the home. Stop wasting time there. Like that alone reduces so much wasted time. And there's all different ways in your business to do that. And I'm going to get more into the technology side. I've been in the roofing industry since 2007. I got unprecedented sales for 2 different manufacturers. Really just obsessed with optimized routing and how to get to the right doors at the right time and leverage, bike trail apps, all kinds of things. So I've really been, maven when it comes to canvassing and leveraging those strategies. And then where we're at today, we have a product that's available for not just, roofing contractors, windows, solar, even interior. But at the end of the day, roofing is what I know. And we've been able to deploy some really cool strategies. And so it's B2C and B2B. And so let's say a commercial roofing contractor who's wanting to find more healthcare facilities in their market, we can literally build a model to find all the different facilities, potential targets, and then rank and score all of those. If you have, let's say, someone who serves the hospitality industry, where are all the different opportunities, score and rank all of those. So it doesn't matter what type of industry you're in, whoever you serve, we can look at in that market, how many potential targets are there? How much do they look like your best customer, and go and acquire those? We've deployed it with, window companies, roofing companies. We've got some solar customers we just got, and really excited about proving this out to them. This is, technology that's used in Fortune 100, Fortune 500 companies, and a lot more. And now I've brought it into the home improvement and contracting services. And so the methodology that we have, what I came up with is GATE. So basically we want to open the gate to your best clients. And so you can just engage with them directly, stop wasting time, stop wasting your resources and money on people that will never do business with you, or very unlikely to do business with you. Let's say that. And so, gather all the information necessary. Whereas, you're a contractor and you don't really have an insight into this data and what you have. So we'll help you put that together, gather that information, so that way it's in one place to where you can start to really understand your customer. And that's where analyzing that comes in, to where we're going to add a lot of other data points. We're data agnostic. It doesn't matter. I mean, you have this data source you like, or you don't really have a clue what to do. We work with both, to where we'll bring that data in and we analyze. So analyze is where the machine learning comes in. So there's an art and a science to it. It's not rocket science, but I say it's pretty close, because you really have to understand the data you're working with, the different algorithms that you're working with. You have principal component analysis, random forest. There's all these different types of scenarios and algorithms that play in to the end result. And so that's where it does take understanding the contracting business, understanding data, science, and bringing it all together for contractors, because there's other industries that have adopted these, but no one's really geared it for contracting. And that's what we've done here. That's what I've been so passionate about. I mean, I've got to meet like Mark Benioff, Salesforce, Jeff, LinkedIn, owners of Thumbtack, Home Advisor, the head people there, all these different industry leaders and tech evangelists. I became a student of it, and that's where, the tools and what people are doing, I've figured out how to do it in contracting, and leveraging that to basically target the best clients for contractors to go after. So that way they can engage with the most likely to want to do business with them, and message them through the channels they're most likely to respond through. And so it's an ever evolving technology. So when you open this gate and you start to really use this, it gets smarter and smarter as time goes on. So it's not just boom, one shot and it's done. No, you've transformed the way you acquire customers. It's a growth engine. It's predictable. And so now that you've predicted this type of, let's say in this market, all these customers, now you engage with them. And that's where, we've really built out that technology also. So this is, I'll save some time here. We won't go too far into it, but obviously analyzing all the different data points, scoring and ranking your entire market, and engaging with them on the channel that they are most likely to engage with. There's a lot of different types of deployments that we have, whether that's you have canvassing teams and want targets for your canvassers, send some messaging ahead of time for canvassers hitting it. If you have all these best clients and you want those exclusive appointments, when we score and rank that, we even have call center connections to help you leverage that data in your business. Multi-channel marketing campaign, leveraging every single campaign. I mean, we've done CTV, OTT, direct mail, email, social, everything to this list. And I mean, the results are insane. Canvassers going up, and homeowners are just like, oh, y'all are everywhere. You're on my phone, you're on my email, you're on my TV, you're here at my door. But that's the power of like understanding who, and they obviously sold that person. And they asked, do I get off the list now? But that's like, the whole focus is to engage with people who are most likely to want to do business with you. And that technology is here. It's leveraging data and artificial intelligence. So that way, it's making us a smarter business. And that at the end of the day is what we're all looking for. And then obviously, leveraging direct to consumer, canvassing type stuff. These are the multi-channels. So obviously we have the gate, model that we're leveraging here to understand these audiences, what type of messaging, the best channel, and there's different ways they can interact with the media in and of itself. The goal is to then know your customer comes from, 22% have interacted here, or Facebook, Instagram, direct mail, telemarketing, canvassing, to really understand where all they're coming from, and then understanding that and now deploying that for future marketing efforts. And so it's the growth engine that every contracting company needs. And so really excited about this. It's been years and years in the making, and investing a ton of money into building this out and the right partnerships and people. And so now we have this available for the contracting business, and we have some awesome use cases, where you're basically leveraging this information. And this is a 7-month timeline. For one contractor, we were able to generate 970 appointments. They converted 402 of those into customers. And so that was a 42% closing rate, great, gross margin, insane ROI. And so that's based on, here are the targets, boom, launch the campaign, engage with those targets, converted to 970 appointments. At the end of the day, 402 customers. And so think about how that grew the business, just deploying that. Another quick thing here, this is another appointment side. So imagine how many more appointments your reps are going to run of the right ones that are more likely to close. So think about how the reps feel when they're running better appointments. These people are more likely to do business with you. So your sales reps are having a much better experience running your leads. And that's leveraging this technology and giving them more likely to close leads. So for instance, this use case, these close at a 17% higher closing rate than their historical closing rates. So that's huge. I mean, think about the bottom line results, the morale, all the different aspects that just directly go to your bottom line. And so stop wasting time on things that aren't going to pan out, and get your reps to the right houses. And so we believe bigger data, bigger profits. So data is going to get bigger and bigger. It's going to learn. It's going to get smarter and smarter. It's going to evolve, and you will never go back to the old ways. This is the future, and we're excited to bring it to the contracting industry, and excited to be here at RT3 and to share this with all of you. I've really been in stealth building this, focused in on this, started building it for my own businesses, and I realized I was on something much bigger. And I love this, and I can't wait to connect with so many more people about it. So Karen, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, Josie, I just want to say, to kind of simplify this and tell me if I'm right,
Okay.
that you're taking my customer information, my history of the types of people who bought, the types of homes they were in. Is that how you're modeling who is most likely to buy?
Correct. So I started to buy all these lists, and started out with selling lists, and realized that contractors don't really know how to leverage these lists. And so what's on these lists is to make up the demographic information, property information, what they subscribe to, what types of media they consume. And so it's all this information, and it's just not that actionable. And so that's the thing. So we bring all this information in, we rank and we score it, and then we plug it into different channels to market to those people. So if you're someone that has a customer list, we go and we rank and score all your customers based on previous leads to appointments to close. And then we have a snapshot of who your best customer is out of the interactions you've historically had. So that way we can then predict future interactions and customers.
Gotcha. Okay. So my next question that is about company resources, right? I'm looking at, oh my gosh, this is great to have this information, but do you just do a data dump and there it sits? And how do I take that next step and make it into something?
Totally. And that's where I was saying, originally, I was thinking it was just going to be, here's a list, go get them. But that's the thing. We realized that wasn't that achievable with contracting, because like a lot of agencies, I mean, big agencies aren't even really in a place to leverage this type of data. So that's where we've really focused on the marketing technology. So you as a business, you don't have to worry about using all of your resources to onboard this. This is really one of those, it's an engine that feeds your sales. And so we use AI to even convert leads to appointments. So you have no human interaction to get a lead to an appointment. And so it's really just figuring out how can we simplify this so anyone can use this technology and anyone can grow their business. And so right now we're focused on larger companies. So it's not really for, 10 million and under, it's 10 million up per year. But if you just focus in on, even if you're not using this, trying to really understand your best customer and how to interact with them, that's how you can get started on this, and just keep clean data. You have to have clean data, garbage in, garbage out. And that's where I really focus, is finding the best data, the best property data. And so we can leverage this in our models. And that's been one of the hardest things, to find good data, because it's just, there's a lot of garbage out there.
Yeah, that's for sure. Wow. Josie, thank you so much for sharing this. If anybody does have more questions or wants to learn more, it's Josie at cognitivecontractor.com, or reach out to me. I'm happy to connect you. There's obviously this was just a brief overview, and we could go a lot deeper. So if you are interested, feel free to reach out. And Josie, thanks so much for sharing.
All right. Thank you so much for having me. Peace out.